memories. Only just memories now.
Fucking memories. I don't want to remember this shit. Yeah, it's healthy.
Sure? Double check. Double check.
Yeah, it's healthy.
And you want to enjoy her continuity, you have to approach her differently than you would another man. That is, while the best way to secure loyalty of a man is through a solemn and honorable agreement or understanding, the best way to secure loyalty from a woman is to continually do the things that encourage her desire and attraction to remain a
Alright, take me to Wollongong.
You get loyalty from women indirectly
Yeah, it's fine.
through attraction. But if you succeed in doing so, the results are significant and reliable. So, what about
Turn
men?
left.
The thing to understand about men's loyalty,
Continue on
and men
B65
often fail
for
to
5
appreciate,
kilometers.
is that men are loyal to their duties. That is, men understand that loyalty is the honorable fulfillment of a solemn.
So what do you want to do?
Go to Wollongong,
Why is that?
because we'll get there in time.
Wollongong.
Yes!
Get there on time. Sure you got everything?
Doesn't matter right now. I gotta get to the fucking train. I gotta get to home on time.
Oath, honor are not feminine concepts. I've personally never heard a woman talk about her duty ever. I'm sure that such women exist somewhere.
If I pay you,
My hunch is
if I
that
give you
they
20
do.
bucks for fuel,
Yeah.
so you can top up, can you take me to Sutherland?
Can I 30?
Huh?
Can I 30?
30?
Yeah.
25. Done. 25.
Please, please.
25, 25,
Please.
25. 25.
Okay, alright.
Alright.
For you.
Alright, take me to Sutherland.
For you, okay?
Okay. Because you did this, you put this on yourself.
Well, I guess I don't mind being taxi anyway. Personal taxi.
Alright, I guess it doesn't matter anyway that you're turning here.
Duty, oaths, honor, these are masculine concepts. They don't really exist in the feminine world. And within the construct of duty and honor, feelings are absolutely irrelevant. You do your duty, regardless of how you feel. If you took an oath to hold the line, you are not allowed to run away just because you now feel afraid. Such a man would be branded a traitor and a coward and would be dealt with very harshly in masculinized environments. And the thing about oaths
Like
is
it?
that you only have to take an
No.
oath once.
I'm going to barbecue, I
It's
don't
like
need to
a
buy food.
contract.
Why are you
It's
going barbecue?
signed once
Family
and
barbecue.
then remains
Family.
in force indefinitely
Everyone.
until such day that the contract is amended through mutual consent of both parties. As a result of the oath,
So like,
men
they're just gonna cook for you and everything.
assume that no further action is
Yes.
required in order
And
to
I got
expect
the reason why I got to go
faithful
home at a
execution of
specific time is
duty. And this
because
is how men tend to
Okay,
approach
cool.
their relationship.
No, just please look for me.
women.
yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I got
said I
to
do and
go
this is
and help
what
him out
you want.
Oh, okay.
beforehand.
What do you mean?
Because you're a good guy.
You can't break out of our oath just
I wanna help
because
my
your
parents, man.
feelings have
Yeah, because you're a good guy.
I'm
And
not
the liability of
perfect.
this approach for
Yeah,
men
that's-
is that they can
I
often
have
end up in
been a
relationships
fucking
where
little
really
shit to
all they
them when I was
have
growing up.
is their duty.
And
they spend
alright, even though they're my parents and they're
with
supposed
someone
to,
they don't
yeah,
love,
they
or
have
with
stood
someone
by
who
my
stopped
side.
loving them long ago. In
A lot
those
of parents would have
situations,
just went, fuck you,
the
and
left
good parents.
kind of like
They are,
fighting
man.
for a country that no longer exists.
If it wasn't for the
This is the
sacrifices
circle
my
we
grandparents and my
struggle for in
parents
our personal
made,
relationships. So,
I
as we
don't know
understand,
how I would
well,
get
we
into
should
the
now be
property
able to
market.
appreciate
Oh,
that
okay.
folks get into trouble when they unreasonably
Because I'm
believe
lucky
that the
now.
other
Yeah.
sex
I
should
can
adopt their own
get
set
this
of
apartment,
sexualization
Yeah.
and loyalty.
live in it for 1 year
This is
because I have to
tantamount
under the
thinking
first-time
that women
buyers,
should be
Yeah.
men
and then
men should
rent
be
it
women.
out
Why
after
did
that.
they
And
make
then
it like that?
I don't know. And then rent it out and live in my original house.
Original.
Yeah. There's junkie.
I look at him, he look at me. Here we go.
Who's looking at you?
The island guy. So it must be number 44.
Yeah, okay.
Bro. So I got how many followers now, huh? You tell me right now? Huh? How many followers do you got?
I don't know. 1,500, not bad. 99, nearly 100,000 views. It's pretty good. Serb. Let's say trip to Thailand. Can I see?
Wait. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to see. I'm not gonna eat the photos. Who's that?
I don't know. Take a photo.
Monkeys.
Yeah, monkeys.
Monkeys.
Can you help me a bit?
Huh?
Can you help me a bit?
Why can't you just...
I'll take this side, you take that side. I guess 44.
I've never done this.
That's 32, make it 44. $44.
Okay, what do I do?
Just open and pump, yeah.
I've never done this before.
Imagine if it explode. Imagine if it explode.
Maybe that is too much. Imagine they explode. Imagine they explode.
Why you say that?
Shit, I think that needs to be released a little bit.
No, make it tight, close tight. Otherwise I lose it.
What if it explodes? It's already okay.
Sorry, okay?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck your mum and Sid.
And she's very in detail and everything, huh? Huh? Huh?
Yeah, very in detail.
Everything, huh? Huh? Is it beep? No, it's not, didn't beep yet.
Okay, I didn't know.
Wait until it beep. Holy shit, it's 18.
Did it beep?
Not yet. Put it in hot. No, you gotta put your hand in. Force it in. Yep.
Okay, beep. I got to screw it back on.
Yeah.
Quick. You grab this, I'll screw it back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got a beach first.
One pizza?
Let me get some more. Alright, should be good. Just screw it back in. It's not working. Okay, it's working. Okay, perfect.
Where are you going?
I don't know, get a snack or something.
Protein bar, yeah? Protein bar. Holy shit. You sir. Martin? Didn't do it properly. So you gotta, what you do is you force it in hard. What?
Nice.
Nice?
Men and men should be women. They aren't, and I see no good evidence to justify the belief that they should be. Men and women are different, and vive la différence. On the other hand, appreciating those differences should allow both men and women to have more harmonious and satisfying relationships in life. Finally, we can see that women have an opportunity to learn from men, and men have an opportunity to learn from women. So what can women learn from men? Well, women can learn to honor their commitments, irrespective of their emotion. That's important. And what can men learn from women? Well, men can learn to find more joy and pleasure in discharging their commitments, which is also important. The union of those two things, the joyful execution of our duty, is actually the ideal situation. And I contend that that is what we should all be striving toward. What do you think? What does loyalty mean to you? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you for listening.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon AI.
I'm trying to understand what your mom
I'm going to show you a way
wants.
to potentially make money.
So you want
She
the
want-
money, you pay.
She wants $6,000.
You want all that money.
Huh?
You want all your money.
Just slow down. Okay, be serious
Okay, okay.
sometimes.
Sorry, I will tell you directly that I do not know.
Okay, you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't understand, don't she doesn't understand me.
Huh?
I don't understand, don't she doesn't understand me.
Yeah. So next time we come and we clarify everything.
Yeah.
So you know only the basic right now.
Yeah.
Physical products, and I promise you've never heard about this before.
Why is Amazon paying me $63,000 a month? Well, I didn't make this kind of money selling yoga mats.
$63,000.
And I damn sure wasn't talking to
month.
my friends into buying vitamins and juices. I did it with a free
That's my
app
yearly
that's
income.
probably already on your phone. And that app is the Kindle app.
I just created some simple digital products, then I put them up on Amazon, and it was so exciting. The first time I tried it, I made $14, and I was like, oh my goodness, this actually works. Hi, I'm Carla Marie, and the coolest
60,000.
part is Amazon puts over 300 million customers
720,000
just a
events.
click away. So age, experience, qualifications, none of it matters. I want to share my full system with you, but obviously this is an ad, so I'm hosting a free workshop where I walk you through my system step by step. This system has transformed my life and has sprinkled a little magic in the lives of hundreds of other people. Now, I hate workshops that are so slow and boring that they send you to sleep. So I made sure that this workshop moves fast and that it's fun, exciting, and informative. That said, if you love face-to-face selling, don't click on this ad. You see, with this, you never need to talk to anyone or push products on people. So this definitely isn't a good fit for someone with a salesy personality type. However, if you want to learn a low-key way to potentially make some extra money working from home that can cover some important bills and help you enjoy more fun trips, don't wait. Click anywhere around this video and watch the free workshop now. Discover how
Oh,
we
shit.
create reliable...
Sorry. I thought I...
Go back, go back.
Sorry, Mark. That's okay.
Go to YouTube.
Yeah, how?
How? Let's do it.
YouTube. YouTube. Oh my god, YouTube is a fucking
You write open YouTube.
Open YouTube.
Asian thing again, eh?
This thing's shit.
any bus coming?
Negative.
Negative? What about neutral?
I'm Dr. Orion Tarabay.
Yeah, they'll come
and this is
eventually.
PsychHacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is compromise versus sacrifice. I'm not a big fan of compromise, especially
Okay.
in the context of
Wow.
romantic relationships. When I think about compromise, I think two people not getting what they want. While this might not be how it's supposed to work, it's often how it does work in practice. In a lot of relationships, compromise is a way of keeping score about unhappiness. It kind of goes like this. Well, I don't really want to spend next Saturday with your parents, but you really want me to be there. So I'll agree to be unhappy for your sake in this case. And that earns me the right to expect that you'll agree to be unhappy for my sake at some future date, when I want you to do something that you don't. And in this way, the couple moves forward into the future, and both participants increasingly spend their time doing things that half the couple doesn't want to do. And I'm not entirely sure how such an arrangement ultimately serves the individuals in that relationship. So I'm not a big fan of compromise for this reason.
I'm
On
not
the other hand,
compromising.
I am a big fan of sacrifice.
I'm not a fan of
The
compromise.
difference between compromise and sacrifice is
Not
that in a
compromise.
compromise, you expect something from your partner in return for your compliance, namely future reciprocated compliance. However, in a sacrifice, you voluntarily choose to alter your behavior for your own sake, usually with the hope that you will receive more benefit for yourself as a result of the alteration. Let me illustrate this with an example. So imagine that one day your partner comes to you and says, I've noticed that you've been playing a lot of video games. You play until 2 a.m., you play 20-30 hours a week, and I'm not sure this is really good for you. A compromise might be something like, okay, if I promise not to play during the week, will you agree to get off my case? Or if I'm not playing video games, then you have to stop going out with your friends. As you can see, the heart of compromise is negotiation, and one partner generally sells compliance for some future benefit from the other. On the other hand, if you were to take some time to examine what your partner said, because that person may in fact have a point, and you independently conclude that playing video games like that isn't really good for you, that, for example, it's interfering with some of the other things you want to do, then you can choose to voluntarily change your behavior for your own sake. In this case, you would sacrifice playing video games in the hope that doing so will accrue benefit to yourself in the form of, say, increased opportunity to pursue other interests. Sacrifice is saying, I choose to give this up because I hope to benefit.
Yeah.
Contrast this with compromise, which says, I agree to be unhappy because I hope to secure compliance from you. Consequently, in sacrifice, you don't expect reciprocity from your partner. On some level, your partner isn't even involved in this decision. It's a decision between you and yourself. It's a selfish decision.
Do you still
And the
speak
fact
with
is
Yovan?
that by making such a selfish decision, you
Just
potentially
wondering.
improve the
Just having
interpersonal
conversation.
space in which the relationship exists. You're choosing
Why?
to change
Why you don't?
and expect nothing
That's
from
probably
your
why you
partner.
probably did like that
How does
too.
that not
Excuse
include
me more.
freedom and respect in your relationship? From a certain perspective,
It's always busy.
selfishness is exactly what is necessary to keep a relationship healthy, as it doesn't implicate the other in the unhappiness and debt swapping of compromise.
No one's
In
that
fact,
busy.
relationships become effortless
Well, just
to the
to,
extent that they're based upon complementary
focus on that.
selfishnesses.
Too
I
serious.
hope you found that helpful. If you
It's
like
just
what you're hearing,
serious, too
please drop a
serious.
comment below. And if you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can reach me at psychhackspodcast@gmail.com. Talk to you soon.
I remember you used to do my head in about it.
What?
I tried to be, funny with Jovan, but he too serious. I have to change him. I need to change him. That's what you did to me.
Yeah.
You had this thing where if you didn't like it, you just had to change it. Like, I gotta,
Yeah.
You had this thing of, it shouldn't be like that. It should be like this.
Yeah, that's right.
That the community
Well, it shouldn't be like this. It should be like that.
One of
Yeah,
the
that's right.
best decisions I've made in my life was to study with Swinburne Online.
I'm Dr. Orion Terabin, and this is Psychax, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is why men get married. So this episode is for the ladies. So I've been doing a lot of consultations with women these days. And while my consultations with men tend to run the gamut with respect to the topics under consideration, every single one of my consultations with women has been on one single topic, namely, how do I get married, Orion? And these conversations have been very enlightening, to say the least. Make sure you listen all the way to the end. One of the many things I've learned is that a lot of you ladies don't seem to appreciate that men don't approach the idea of marriage like you do. In fact,
Yes.
at any given moment, most men are not going to be interested in the prospect of settling down. And this creates a problem for you women, because it can be very difficult to differentiate between the men who might be interested in getting married and the men who just aren't. You certainly can't tell the difference just by looking at them. However, while every situation is different, some general rules tend to apply. Leaving aside the question of whether men should get married,
I have a feeling you're
today I'm
fucking
going to
around and
explain
we're not
to you
actually going
why men
Sutherland.
do get married when
I
they
don't know,
choose
I
to do
sort of
so.
have that feeling with you.
In the vast majority of cases, men don't get
Why don't you
married
analyze it?
to their ideal
Both.
woman. It's not like the movies, in which a confirmed bachelor is persuaded to tie the knot when the right woman comes along.
Woman.
That's not how it works for men. In the vast majority of cases, ladies, listen real close. Men get married to a woman who is good enough when everything is working.
Is that right?
I don't
This
know, man.
means, ladies, that being
You gotta
the
know.
perfect woman is less important than choosing the right moment, and that being perfect is less important than being unproblematic. You have to appreciate that from the perspective of any
just-
relatively sane
We want
man.
peace.
Is
We
that like
want,
Coco?
yeah,
Cute.
we want peace. We want someone that's agreeable.
No reasonable man is going
We
to do
want
that.
someone that knows when to shut the fuck up when needed to shut the fuck up. We're not fucking difficult. That's what these bitches don't understand. They overcomplicate shit. We're not difficult.
Yeah.
Starting a family when everything is not working is irresponsible. It's not a good idea to bring children into the world when material conditions are unstable, uncertain, insufficient. Any decent man is
You're difficult, but men in general are
right
not.
woman
Really?
at the wrong time
Oh.
does nothing to change this. What's more, a man who hasn't yet achieved the status, influence, or professional success you would like to enjoy will be very reticent to start a family because of how much time, energy, and attention a wife and children require.
Any pretty one here?
Time, energy, and attention that could otherwise be channeled into their personal and professional development. So men who, for whatever
What a
reason,
hint.
haven't yet
Hit.
arrived at material stability, who have or
we get one day, yeah?
haven't yet found their
Huh?
place in the
We gotta
world,
eat one day, yeah?
are not going to be interested,
Yeah,
nor
maybe
should
next
they be
time.
interested
Why?
in
Deal.
getting married. Why? Because it's not about you. It's about his moment in life.
Fuck's sake!
Upshot,
Stop it!
Stop.
Or maybe I'll never come back ever again.
Ever again.
What are you gay for?
That's Japanese for sure.
I thought we liked chicks.
Oh, that's not Asian.
already has attained to some status.
I thought we liked
I
chicks.
thought we like chicks.
means
Chicken?
men.
You know, girls.
To do all of these things, and there's only so much a man can do to hurry along. In general, a man who has everything else in place will eventually turn his attention to starting a family. Haven't your girls read Jane Austen? Like, the first line of Pride and Prejudice is, "It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife." Correct. It doesn't go the other way around. Why? Because once a man has a wife,
I thought we
it's
liked
harder for him to
Sheilas.
possess a good fortune.
I guess
This is
not.
because
I guess
life
you like
tends to use
blokes.
up not only the fortune, but the time, energy, and attention needed to create additional fortune as
Oh, that's a
well.
cute one by one.
You women
Yeah.
are expensive, and when we're dealing with you, we're not dealing with anything else. In any case, Austin was right. The fortune has to come first, so target older men because they're more likely to have it. Now, before I go any further, if you're liking what you're hearing, please consider sending this episode to someone who might benefit from its message, because it's word-of-mouth referrals like this that really help to make the channel grow. I'm also proud to announce that I'll soon be publishing my book, The Value of Others. So if you'd like to learn more about that, then you can go to my website and sign up for my weekly newsletter. Finally, please fill out an inquiry form on my website if you're looking to book a paid consultation. Link is in the description. Let's get back to it. Now,
What the
targeting older
fuck
men
was
is
that?
especially important to consider if you're a woman looking
You
to
suck
find a
at that,
husband
push it.
in a major city like New York or San
happened?
Francisco or Los
Even
Angeles.
this one here.
The cost of living
Oh, it's for
in
sale,
these
but it's
cities
sold.
is so insanely
buy again.
high that men need a lot more money to feel like they have
Too much
enough to take
abandoned
on
warehouses.
dependence. Like it's hard enough to have a decent life as a single person in these places. Throw in a wife and kids, and a lot of guys are going to feel like they first need to increase their earning potential or their net worth
You like
by an
it.
order
I
of
like it,
magnitude.
yeah.
That's where you used to
And it
work.
takes
I
a lot of
remember.
time and
remember.
effort to do that. So
What a
that's one of the
fucking
main
weirdo that
reasons
guy
why
was.
men are getting
Jumbo.
married later
Jumbo.
in life. The material
talk to him?
threshold
Huh?
at which
Wanna talk to
men
him?
feel
No, I don't wanna
comfortable
talk to
about
him.
responsibly taking on women and children is getting higher and higher as the cost of living increases across the board.
I remember
This is made even
I went there,
more
alright, it's my
difficult
fault in
by
a
the
way, I forgot
fact
to pay, but
men now
fucking
need to
you,
compete
instead of fucking
with
helping
you
me
women
out, you had to
for
fucking
the
be a
same
smart ass to him and
money.
fucking
What?
make him
A lot of
rage.
women are
Yeah.
out
He was
there
raging on the
busting their
phone.
ass,
Yeah.
thinking they need to provide for
And then you had to go
husband
to
and
me,
kids.
oh Paolo,
Most women
Paolo,
wouldn't get
you forgot
married
to
a
pay,
man
you
who required
serve.
financial support. A lot of you
No, he
are
just-
earning
that
money
guy's just
to
overreacting,
hedge
that's
your
all.
bets in case the marriage thing doesn't work out.
He's like me.
Because you're doing that, you actually make it less likely that you will get married, because it's going to take more and more time and effort for the men around you to get the money they need to
The food's
feel
not good
in
there.
order to
It's
feel like
terrible.
he's ready to share it with you and the kids without completely losing his life in the process. And if and when he gets there, he's probably not going to want to sign over all of that hard-earned money to a woman with 2 good years of fertility left, which is another reason why women should target older men, especially while they're still young. And here's the most important part of all this. It's the most important part because it's the part you women actually control. Men get married when
3, 2, 1.
everything is working, especially in the relationship. Every problem that you unnecessarily introduce into the relationship is a stumbling block that you're throwing in your own path. Why? Because when a man is thinking of getting married, he's going to look at his woman and think, could I deal with this for the rest of my life? That means if you're issuing demands and ultimatums, he's going to think, am I going to have to deal with demands and ultimatums for the rest of my life? And you know what?
Ah,
So,
I don't care.
Sorry, yeah,
because
don't do
he's
that.
not
Fucking hit my
going to
head,
deal
man.
with
Oh,
demands
shit.
and ultimatums for the rest of his life. So
Fucking
why the fuck
cunt.
would he sign
fucking
up for that?
cunt.
Same thing with jealousy, or criticism, or laziness,
just
or
can't help
emotionality,
yourself.
or judgmentalism,
can't
or
help myself.
sexlessness, or any of the hundreds of things
Ever.
that women are subject to bringing
Ever.
to their relationships. To get married as a woman, you do not need to be hot. You do not need to be charming.
yes you do.
You do not need to be brilliant
The
or
simple power.
accomplished or anything nearly so positive. You have to be unproblematic.
Yes.
That's it. Because a man's imagination will magnify and extend every problem that you introduce into the relationship into the indefinite future. Trust me, this is enough to terrify an otherwise reasonable and well-meaning man away from marrying you. So, let's recap. Men get married when everything is working. This means that he has achieved some measure of wealth and status, and he has a clear and realistic vision for a future characterized by prosperous stability. When a man attains to this state, he will consider marrying a woman, provided she is not introducing any more
I'm just getting a drink.
difficulty into his
Okay.
life.
Oh, drink's
Everything
finished
is
already,
not
right?
working when a woman creates
Ah, what's good drink,
unnecessary
Paulo?
arguments
Thank
or
you.
frustrations
Yeah,
or
the drink.
disappointments.
What's
Oh,
good?
yeah.
And he will likely not move forward unless
Very
and
healthy.
until these are resolved. And if
Okay,
he's dealing with these
what the fuck
issues,
is this?
He's not spending time
What?
and energy on making the rest of his life
This
work,
is not the highway
which will
towards
further
Sydney.
compromise his willingness
Really?
to commit.
Yes.
So whatever you do, don't rock the boat.
You know?
You'll probably just
Yes.
end up getting tipped out of it.
I don't get what's so
Is this your
difficult.
experience? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I appreciate your support.
Like, I
and thank you for
I
listening.
feel sorry for your
Now,
mother.
a word about Stellar.
Seriously, you're just...
If you're interested in pursuing a master's
You're not
degree or a
dumb.
doctorate,
Yeah.
chances are good that
You just
you'll
love
have
to
take
fucking
the
fuck
GRE.
around all the time.
Now, before I became
That's
a
it.
psychologist, I was actually one of the world's top GRE test prep
Take me
instructors.
home.
Over
I
20
mean, not
years,
home, like,
I
take me to
developed a
Sutherland.
unique and practical system
So I
for
can get to
dismantling
home on
every
time.
aspect of this test.
So I
And I
can,
helped
you know,
thousands of
help
students
my
achieve
parents
top
out
percentile scores
for the
on an
dinner.
exam.
Like I
Today,
promised them.
students can learn the same system I use to achieve
Good idea.
my own perfect score with Stellar GRE.
I didn't care
my
about this
online
shit.
GRE self-study program. I personally wrote and designed
hello.
every aspect of this
Ooh.
course. Among
Can I get a
other
number?
things, it includes
Yeah,
a
go for it.
500-page
We'll
test
pick
prep
up.
manual,
Yeah,
thousands
Pick
of
up at
practice
Wollongong.
problems, and several full
You're not gonna
mock
do it.
exams.
I'm not gonna
Just
do it.
like my episodes, Stellar is designed to give students the strategies and
Gotta
techniques
do
they need to succeed
a UE.
as clearly and succinctly as possible. And the best part is,
Oh, fuck.
Stellar
Oh, shit.
Can you hold this, please?
Okay, hold this.
So, create an account and start your free.
Hi, me and my friend think you're very cute. Can I get your number and take you out?
Yeah, but not from the car.
Huh?
Not from the car. It never works.
Right, left, right,
Left. I don't know.
gone.
She's gone.
She went to the car park, I think.
Fuck's sake. Alright, she's gone now. Move on.
Beautiful.
It's not that beautiful.
Well, we made it simple. You want good enough. Thank you.
Come on, man. I'm running out of time. Let's go. Let's go. Put the pedal.
You gotta meet them at 7, right?
I need to get home before that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Fuck, I told you earlier.
Oh, shit. That's not good. It's not good at all.
That's why I had to leave by 4.
Oh, shit. Oh, but we'll make it, yeah.
Why do you have to fuck around all the time? What's this? It's just a fucking uni.
Is it uni?
Who cares? We're not going uni.
Oh, shit.
I'm definitely not going uni.
Oh, okay. Do you want a higher education?
What for?
More money and everything?
What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do? It's a good app workout when you laugh.
Huh?
It's a good app workout when you laugh.
That's right. I laugh so much that when I lose all this fat, my abs are gonna be fucking huge. uni wankers! Fucking uni!
Oh.
Oh. Come on, man. Come on. Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here. I hate uni.
You had uni?
Yeah.
What have they done to you?
It's too fucking woke and it's run by the fucking Chinese government.
Really? Yeah, what about here?
In many places, yes. In Australia. Yeah, because many Chinese students come here. You know, I already come here as a Chinese student.
Really?
Tom, use the code PSYCH for 10% off any membership plan. The link
Uber?
is in the description.
Oh, no Uber? Okay.
If you're looking to create an app for your business so you can stop juggling spreadsheets, eliminate paper and
Yeah, yeah.
people in the workshop or in the field, think listen, I'd like to show you how you can
I'm getting better at that.
revolutionize the operations and growth of your business by combining a simple piece of
Alright,
tailored
please,
software
come on.
that is
I don't have to keep begging all the
customized
time.
to you. And I'm going to make this very
I'll suck your
special
dick,
for you.
bro. Come on.
This
Left nut.
A mobile app is one of the most powerful tools.
Alright, we saw for the fucking uni.
Engage customers, cut costs, and reduce double entry.
Shut up.
Reducing mistakes.
I'm Dr. Orion Terriman, and this is Psych Hacks, better known through psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is why women don't apologize.
Oh,
I am
shit.
40 years
That's a
old, and I think I
truck
can
there.
count on one hand the number of apologies I've received from women.
Fuck.
I see a trigger!
Not mean that I've only had
trigger!
relationships with honest, well-being
Holy
women that I
shit.
keep
And they can't see us too.
for decades.
Because we are close, too close.
It's literally a second difference.
Very hard to apologize.
If we didn't notice it for 1
And this is
second,
too bad
it would have
for two
fucking
reasons. In the
took us
first
out.
place, apologizing for something you did wrong is like an interpersonal sin. Almost everybody will forgive you for being wrong. Not everybody will forgive you for being right, but almost everybody will forgive you for being wrong, especially if it means that it makes the other person right. And in the second place, apologies just seem to matter more to men. And using words to solve a relationship problem is actually a very easy and inexpensive solution, all things being equal. So ladies, one of the best ways to earn respect and raise your estimation in someone else's mind is to admit wrongdoing when it's appropriate. And of course, to not apologize where there was no wrongdoing and the other person just disagrees or disapproves of your actions. Check out my episode, If You've Done Nothing Wrong, Don't Apologize, for the flip side of this talk. Today I'm going to talk about why it is so hard for women to apologize. But before I do, please remember to like this episode and subscribe to this channel. It takes less than a second, costs you nothing, and it's a great way to help spread this message. So if you like what you're hearing, then please do the thing. And if you're thinking about going to grad school, then be sure to check out my GRE self-study product at stellargre.com. You can use the code PSYCH for 10% off all membership plans. Now, the reason why it is so hard for women to apologize is that there seems to be a difference in what men and women consider to be the problem. From a man's perspective, the problem is some behavior for which he believes the woman to be at fault. And as a consequence of that behavior, he is now angry and upset. The behavior is the problem, and the emotional response is the consequence. And in his mind, the solution to this problem is acknowledgement of fault and behavioral change. And I don't think that's how a lot of women see it. From a woman's perspective, the problem is not the identifying behavior. The problem is that the man is angry and upset. And as ridiculous as that might seem to a man, there's actually some validity to this perspective. Like, in a court of law, a breach of contract by itself is generally not actionable. you have to also prove that some harm resulted as a consequence of the breach. No harm, no foul. So it's the harm, the anger and upset, that is the foul from this perspective. And in her mind, the solution to this problem is changing the way he feels. If she can succeed in modifying the man's emotional response, then on some level, that would solve the problem. And that's why you encounter the kind of interpersonal strategies that you do with women in relationships under these circumstances. Rather than apologies and accountability, you typically see a number of emotional coping strategies, like trying to cheer you up, or making your favorite meal, or sending you a funny meme, or simply allowing enough time to pass for everything to blow over. All of these are strategies to reduce the man's felt experience of anger or upset. Do you understand? Women also notoriously use sex in this manner. Many years ago, I was out for a drink with a woman I was dating, and she decided to take something that I said very much the wrong way. She quickly escalated, and within seconds was crying and critical and withdrawn. It was fairly early in the dating process, so I was taken aback by how quickly this had escalated. However, as is my way, I didn't argue with her and gave her some time and space to emotionally equilibrate. Later that night, rather than apologizing for imputing to me something that I didn't intend, or owning up to the disproportionate intensity of her emotional reaction, or even acknowledging the episode at all, she just came into the room, took off all her clothes, and kind of laid herself in front of me. The feeling I had was that she was offering sex as a kind of peace offering
What now?
to assuage my hurt feelings, rather than apologizing for her bad behavior. And in that moment, I unfortunately lost a lot of respect for this person, because of what her behavior seemed to imply, that if I could be distracted with a bit of sex, then we could all just move forward as if what just happened didn't happen. And I got up and slept on the couch
You cracked
in
your phone.
another room.
Yeah,
That's an example of how women apologize with sex. So,
Yeah,
men,
what's up?
if you're expecting an
Let me
apology
always
from
check
your wife,
check on the left.
I would
It's
advise
fine.
you not to hold your breath. On the other hand, ladies,
I hope you
I would
understand why, right?
highly encourage
Okay, I
you to
do know.
consider
Yeah.
apologizing
You understand why?
when appropriate.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Why?
Because I'm Serbian
Yeah,
and they're not real.
they're not real.
But
What's the serious answer for that?
nah, because you can't see.
Yeah.
Because of my big Serbian nose.
So this is an easy way that costs you nothing to quickly distinguish yourself from the vast majority of other women in a positive manner in the mind of a particular man. I guarantee that his estimation of you will increase as a result. What do you think? Does this square with your experience of things? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for listening.
How did I manifest my dream husband in just 2 weeks?
Oh, fuck off.
I used a certain set of
I hate men.
I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is PsycHacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is frame cannot be shared. So in this episode, I'll be responding to the most common objection to my conceptualization of frame. In my episode, Understanding Frame, I define frame as the world of the relationship. And when it comes to heterosexual relationships, either the man can be in the woman's frame or the woman could be in the man's frame. That's it. Those are the only two options. Now, the most common objection to this formulation goes something like, well, Orion, why can't they be in each other's frame? Like, why can't both parties leave behind their individual frames and enter into a mutually constructed egalitarian frame that serves both people? Like, why isn't that possible, huh? So, I will begin by conceding that that alternative sounds really good. Like, there are a lot of nice and pleasant ideas in that objection. However, a little like socialism, which is often associated with lofty sentiments and noble ideals, this doesn't really work in practice. The truth is that this alternative isn't really possible, and I'm here to give you the 3 primary reasons why frame cannot be shared. Let's get to it. In the first place, it's important to appreciate that with respect to most of the important decisions that a couple is forced to make, compromise isn't possible. For example, if one person wants to live in LA and the other person wants to live in New York, you can't compromise and live in Kansas. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Now, neither person is getting what he or she wants, so what's the point of the relationship? Again, if one person wants kids and the other person doesn't, you can't compromise by having half a child. I'm not yet a father, so I'm not an expert when it comes to children, but I'm pretty sure they don't come in half sizes. You either have one or none at all. So if the parties want different things, if the relationship is to continue, one person will need to concede to the other's frame. However, let's complicate this a little bit more. Let's imagine that we're dealing with two people who want exactly the same things with respect to these big, non-compromisable decisions. They met in LA, but they both want to start a family in New York. They're on the same page. He's not moving into her house, she's not moving into his house. They're going to buy a place together and call it our house. Do you understand? Isn't that possible, Orion? And I would respond, of course, it's possible. People do things like that every day. The issue is that the frame cannot be shared due to the passage of time. Even if we imagine that both people want exactly the same things in exactly the same amount, that will change as the days pass and reality presents itself. People have different interests, preferences, and temperaments. Life doesn't treat everyone equally. What this means is that, in practice, when a couple decides to, say, buy a house in New York, even if they both want exactly the same thing in exactly the same amount in the moment they make that decision, one person is actually going to like that house more than the other. One person is actually going to like living in New York more than the other. One person is actually going to benefit more from their mutually constructed lifestyle than the other. So even if there are mutuality in those big decisions, there isn't equality in the subjective experience of the consequences of those decisions. In this hypothetical example, both parties were equal co-creators of this relationship frame, but that's not how it's going to feel with the passage of time. This will inevitably create an imbalance in the relationship, which means that functionally and in practice, one person will increasingly come to live in the other's frame, despite the fact that that frame was mutually constructed. Now, before I go any further, if you're liking what you're hearing, please consider sending this episode to someone who might benefit from its message, because it's word-of-mouth referrals like this that really help to make the channel grow. You can also hit the thanks button, it's in the lower right-hand corner beneath this episode, and tip me in proportion to the value you feel you've derived from this episode. I don't do big sponsorships or product placements. I rely on your support to keep all this going, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. I rely on your support to keep all this going, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. However, let's now go even one step further than this. Let's imagine.
35 to Rockdale?
Huh?
35 to Rockdale?
Nah. 25.
Want exactly the...
Sorry?
25 Sutherland.
Oh.
But that they track and correct imbalances in frame as they present themselves over time. Like, they regularly check in with how the relationship is going and continue to change the frame in order to approximate equality of preference over time. Maybe one person likes New York more than the other, so the other person gets to choose which house they get to buy, or something like that. With some creativity and good communication, couldn't these people co-create a mutual frame over time? Even if it's not possible for two people to like exactly the same things in exactly the same amount indefinitely, wouldn't it be possible for two people to create and continuously recreate a frame in which both people experience the same net happiness or satisfaction? And I would respond, go ahead and try. Let me see how it goes. Well, it's theoretically possible to live in this way. The amount of attention and time and energy and money that would need to be spent.
35?
30.
Please?
What? 35?
Huh? So I can fuel and come back.
Okay.
Of both parties in order to ensure that one person isn't being privileged more than the other with respect to their mutual decisions, and to constantly make adjustments to the frame.
What do you think about mental?
Huh?
What do you think about mental?
Mental.
Mental.
Menthol.
Mental.
Mental.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's a beautiful thing. I have one.
Oh yeah. For
For proper toe.
what about drop shipping versus affiliate?
So you mean this
Huh? Yep.
drop ship? I do.
No, it's drop and ship.
Yeah. And then drop again. It should be called drop ship dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop ship dropping.
I like that one. That brand Volvo.
Over.
Because I drive the bus Volvo. Very nice.
Friendly.
Extremely good.
Being privileged.
I don't know. My thinking's like I need a network.
We all need.
Yeah.
I have been. I know
No,
a few people.
Yeah. But you need a network with the millionaire and stuff.
Yeah, I have.
Like the one that earn like 10,000, 100,000 a month. Yeah.
But just be careful who you network with, because not everyone you network with is a nice person.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes.
Watch out for these things called pyramid schemes. Do you know what a pyramid scheme is?
Yeah.
What's a pyramid scheme?
Okay, tell me.
Basically, it works like a pyramid. You, let's say I tell two people, you know, give me your money and I'll make a return on your money.
Oh, okay.
And then you get those two people to find other people and say the same shit.
Yeah.
And then over and over, then it's a pyramid.
Yeah. I'm talking about skill, like giving you, teach you skill how to skill to earn money.
There's another one. It's similar to a pyramid scheme. It's called multi-level marketing.
Yeah.
The only difference is you give them money to buy shitty fucking products, and it's the same concept. You have to find two people. You gotta buy products consistently, then you gotta find two other people, for example, to buy, you know, products consistently every month, and then they find another person, they find another person, they find.
Yeah.
Just bullshit. I nearly got duped into one of those.
That's where school come in.
Well, Mark, I'm gonna marry that girl.
What's that mean?
I'm gonna marry that girl.
What's that song?
It's a made-up song.
Oh, okay.
I'm a songwriter.
It's theoretically possible, but it's neither practical nor efficient. Most people don't want to live this way because in order to live this way, you spend a sizable amount of the relationship talking about the relationship, which is probably one of the least interesting things you can do in a relationship. And the more time you spend on the relationship, the less time you have for whatever you got into that relationship to do. So it's time-consuming and inefficient. It also tends to reduce the effectiveness of the relationship. This is why you don't see frame switching in any successful organization or business on the planet. Like, if you were on a plane, would you want the pilot and the co-pilot to switch roles halfway to the destination? Like, wouldn't it be more fair and egalitarian if everyone got a chance to be the captain? How would you feel about that
That's why
as a
egalitarian
passenger?
is stupid.
One of the reasons why this doesn't happen is that not only is switching inefficient, as it takes time and effort to make the change and enter into the new frame, but it's dangerous as well. Every step is an opportunity to misstep. So all other things being equal, we generally want the most parsimonious solution with the fewest moving parts. Just
So I'll go find my own mentor for my thing, and then when I can become successful in that, I'll find a mentor for your thing.
I already have a mentor for my thing.
No, that's real estate, but I'm talking
Oh my
about.
god, you're not letting me finish.
Yeah.
Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
I'm listening.
Stop touching. Stop touching.
Yeah, okay.
I just gotta, use him. Gotta speak to him.
Oh, okay.
Drop. Shipping's not forever. It's just, to make some money on the side.
Yeah.
When daylight saving time ends, and we move the clocks back 1 hour in the middle of the night. The next day, like clockwork, pun intended, traffic accidents go up, absenteeism spikes, and we collectively experience billions of dollars in losses and damages. And that all comes from changing the clocks 1 hour once a year. If you're changing frame continuously, then you're not only likely wasting a lot of time, energy, and money, but you're significantly increasing your error rate and the likelihood that you're working toward.
Fuck's sake, Mark. Stop that
In my
shit.
opinion,
So,
a better
stop.
alternative is role
What's wrong with
complementarity.
you?
From me.
Each party should figure out what he or she does well.
You fucking
and
sneezed.
specialize. And that,
Sneezed on your
of course,
hand and
mean that
fucking
one
rubbed it
person
on me.
would be better
Yeah.
at
You
constructing
fucking
an
keep touching me when I tell you to stop.
Yeah.
And this, of course, would dovetail nicely with my doc metaphor, in which captains build ships, their lifestyles, and invite passengers on board. See my episode, What is the Sexual
I'm gonna marry that girl.
What do you think? Does this fit with your own experience? Let me know in the comments below. And if you got this far, you might as well like this episode and subscribe to this channel. You may also consider becoming a channel member with perks like priority.
Mark, what you gotta
comments,
understand
or
is-
a paid consultation.
I'm a potential client of your mother's now.
Yeah.
You gotta respect clients. Otherwise, if you keep pissing me off, I'm just gonna be like, fuck you. And I'm gonna tell her that's the reason. And then when I tell her, I don't think you're gonna be alive after that.
Why?
R.I.P.
Why?
She's gonna fucking kill you for that.
Best way to make extra income on Amazon is not by setting up an online store or selling physical products. So what's the best time right now for professional women to make
I'm Dr. O'Ryan Teraman, and this is PsychHacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is love, sex, and commitment. These three concepts are completely independent of each other. Love does not guarantee sex or commitment. Sex does not guarantee
Sex?
love or commitment. And commitment does not guarantee sex or love. You can have none of these, all of these, or most commonly, some combination of these. However,
Sex.
understanding that the existence of one does not imply the existence of the others should help to reduce the amount of unnecessary suffering in relationships. In this episode, I'm going to run through the 8 different possible combinations of these factors using examples from cinema to illustrate each. So if you want to learn more about these various types of relationships, go watch the movie. I'll also note that I'm basing some of these concepts on Robert Strober's triangular theory, which used the concepts of intimacy, passion, and decision to reflect similar combinations. So let's give credit where credit is due. Let's get to it. The first possibility is that you have none of those things. No sex, no love, no commitment. In film, this person is often depicted as some sort of strange weirdo, like Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver, or a pitiable buffoon like Andy Stitzer in The 40-Year-Old Virgin. However, that's not really quite fair, because this is pretty much everybody's starting point. So if you're in this stage, chances are you're still a young person early on in the process. Don't worry, that will change. Next, let's say you have sex, no love, no commitment. This is hookup culture, and I think this is best exemplified in the movie Fight Club, in the relationship between Tyler Durden and Marla Singer. Tyler treats this woman like crap, and to be fair, she kind of enjoys it, which is interesting. explicit commitment to each other, but they do have riotous, epic sexual escapades, and that's what their relationship is about. Then you can have love without sex or commitment. This is often unrequited love or a strong mutual friendship. One of the best examples of this is in the movie In the Mood for Love, in which the male protagonist falls in love with a woman who is married to another man. She actually reciprocates the feeling, and they kind of have an emotional affair, but it's never consummated, and she ultimately decides to remain with her husband. Next, you can have commitment, but no love
have commitment.
or sex. A lot of
If you
marriages
wanted to.
actually end up here.
Huh?
You can have commitment. Yeah, I'm just copying what the guy's saying.
American marriages are
Think
considered
so?
sexless, according to the National Health and Social Life Survey.
They're real.
A great example of this is in the relationship between Lester and Carolyn Burnham in American Beauty. They're married to each other, but they're clearly not happy, and they're obviously not having sex, at least with each other. The relationship kind of falls apart in an arguably beneficial way when the two start being more honest with each other and with themselves. Okay, now let's move on to the next level, where you get 2 out of the 3. Let's say you have sex and love, but no commitment. This is modern-day romance. Remember, the Romantic sect was opposed to the Catholic sacrament of marriage, though they weren't big on sex either, to be fair, hence modern-day romance. A great example of this is the relationship between Jack and Enos in Brokeback Mountain. Those two guys loved each other, they went on their fishing trips together, but they were married to other women. It's a common romantic plot. Next is love and commitment, but no sex. This is generally known as companionate love. It's the kind of love that's romanticized in the idea
Fuck's sake,
of
man.
growing old
Stop
together,
it.
sitting on the porch.
I'm not
holding
joking, man.
hands,
Stop.
And basking in the warmth
Love
of your
that.
sweet and wholesome love. A
Same.
great example of this is Norman
God,
and
see,
Ethel
now I'm
in
on the
Golden
edge.
Pond.
Just
It's
stop.
sweet and endearing, though the passion has long since gone out of the relationship.
Don't worry, I won't give you
Next
commitment.
is sex and
Don't worry, I
commitment,
won't give you
but no
commitment.
love. There
I
are a
don't
few
want
different
anything
forms
from
this
you. I don't want
combination can
commitment.
take.
I don't want
The
to
most
hook up.
common one is a tumultuous and whirlwind romance, in which two people who don't know each other very well and may not even like each other very much can't keep their hands off each other and rush to get married. A fantastic example of this relationship is in the French classic L'Atalante, in which the newly married couple fight and make up to fight and make up. And last but not least is all 3, which you might call ideal love. I'm going to be real with you. This one is really hard to get in real life. Most people are going to end up with 2 out of 3 for the better part of their lives. So pick your poison. And there also aren't a lot of great examples of this in cinema, most likely because the story of a loving, committed, and passionate relationship doesn't make for good drama. When these relationships do show up in film, it's usually in the early part of the movie, and then something happens and the protagonist loses access to that relationship, which kind of serves as character motivation for the rest of the film. A good example of this is the relationship between Tom and Edie in A History of Violence. When we
I need a coffee.
At this time.
Huh?
At this time.
Why?
You won't sleep.
I'll go work out. Just need to use all the energy until nothing left. Because coffee is just to block the what do you call it? Block the sleeping hormone. That's it. You understand me?
Yeah.
Do you feel me?
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
You want touch?
No. You wanted me to say yeah, but no.
He's married to a
touch.
beautiful wife and has a couple of kids. Edie loves him and their peaceful life, and she even dresses up in her old high school cheerleading uniform for him. There's even this point in the movie where he's like looking at her in that uniform and he's thinking, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. What did I do? What did I do to deserve this situation? And then of course something happens in the film and all of this is jeopardized, which creates the dramatic thrust of the film. So remember, love, sex, and commitment are independent concepts. The presence of one does not imply the existence of the others. And the examples I've given you all come from great movies that deserve to be watched in their
Who can I get more for another head? Who can I get more for another head?
Oh, they make good food here.
Head.
Huh?
Head.
You want head?
Head.
Head. What are you on about, mate? Chicken burger. Chicken. Who are you calling now?
Side each work.
Saich.
Yeah.
Who's Saich?
Who's that each? I don't know.
Should I go, when he answers, should I go, who are you? Who are you?
You have reached mailbox number.
What's Saich work? Ali Fat Boy Grill.
Yeah.
What are these people, man?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hey, Ma, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Oh, that's good, that's good.
That's good.
Yes. How are you doing now?
Hang out.
Hang out.
Trying to hang out. Trying to get him hanging
Are you are you in Fat Boy?
Hey, yeah, I'm close to Fat Boy. I'll pick you up and hang out, yeah?
Sorry?
I'll pick you up and hang out, yeah?
Fat Boy might be busy today, but just give me this month. Just give me till the end of May or June. Because my exams are in like June first week. So we'll hang out after June first week.
After June?
Yeah, after June first week. My exams are in June first and second week.
Oh, okay. So after June, then you're good.
Yeah, after May or June, yeah. Because I have my exams coming on, so I have like my university,
Yeah?
all that stuff. So kind of little busy nowadays,
Yeah.
but I'll definitely hang with you.
Yeah, man.
You're the best. I just wanted to go to gym with you.
Yeah.
That's my thinking. Yeah.
I'm so sad, man, because I got like I got another friend like he want to work out and everything and get fit and strong, man. Yeah, he's with me right now. He's with me right now. His name is Mr. Mongkorongong.
Oh, you go to Warabong?
No,
No.
I got a friend. His name is Mr. Mongkorongong. He's sitting with me.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. He's sitting with me right now, and we can hang out and go travel around Australia and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
man.
will make plans soon, very soon, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no problem, man. Next time we catch up and I'll pick you up and we go whatever you want, man. Go kart, bowling, and whatever.
Absolutely, man. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's good meeting you, man. I'm so sad, man, and I hope I see you very soon, man.
Yeah, just like exam period now. Just uni about to finish.
Yeah,
So yeah, lots of stuff to do.
yeah. Good luck with uni. I hope you pass, become successful,
Thank you.
get PR, get citizenship, and become a millionaire, whatever. Okay.
We'll become millionaires together.
Yeah, man. I'm working on it, and I want you to be on my side, and we can work this together.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, man. All right, gotta go. Have a good night.
Good night.
See ya.
Ali Fat Boy Grill.
Yeah, he work in Fat Boy Grill.
Where was that again? In
Or he work in Fat Boy Grill or Omar Kebab.
Oh, okay, it's in Wollongong.
So I didn't answer.
What's he studying?
Huh? I think engineering. Those are smart people.
The smartest. No, it's okay.
I also go to these highly expensive neurotraining facilities to train my brain so that I can fully go into these different states. I go into theta regularly for ideas, and I go into delta to bend reality. What is also being observed right now is that people who are able to get to the delta level tend to be very lucky. They tend to be billionaires. They tend to be very creative. They tend to be lucky. It's like the universe has their back. Their thoughts become reality fast. This is also being studied. So I actually...
Let me tell you about a success story of Mr. Pavlovic.
I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is PsychHacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk
He was
is
suffering depression and then started doing
I remember some
volleyball.
years ago,
And then became volleyball
and I had the opportunity
champion.
to observe a nascent relationship.
Mr.
Orion,
Pavlovic.
previously only known as a single person, brought her new boyfriend to the gathering. I had never met the man before, but I had known the woman for several years, so it was my first time seeing this woman in relationship. And the way that she
Why
treated this man
volleyball?
was shocking to me.
What about the reason
Throughout
why?
the gathering, she
The
was
reason why?
constantly criticizing
The reason
his
why?
responses and micromanaging
Have a look.
and generally correcting his performance.
Mr.
And
Pavlovic.
he did his best to play it off, but frankly, I had no idea.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's good. Good
A few days
content.
later, I pulled this woman aside, and I told her that if she continued to behave like this, her boyfriend would likely leave her. And the image that came into my mind in that moment is that we have to hold people like sand. If you squeeze too tightly, the sand will just slip through your fingers, and you'll end up losing what could otherwise have been a valuable relationship. However, if you hold the sand loose,
No, the one in I send you.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find the
Messenger.
no one likes
Okay.
to be in control.
Messenger.
And when they inevitably
You will find.
become aware of that intention, most people, through a mechanism called reactance, will do what is necessary to reassert their autonomy and independence, which, in the case of relationships, probably means bye-bye. And in fact, this man did eventually decide to end that relationship.
That's your
This is
train.
really important.
Huh?
That's your train.
Yeah, that's it. I'm basically taking the train now.
You certainly can't be too tight. This is really a form of respect. And people aren't going to stay in relationships where they don't feel respected. So if you want to have a stable, loving, long-term relationship, hold your partner like sand. I hope that helps. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify, please like, rate, and review this episode. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like and drop a comment below. Finally, if you'd like to schedule a consultation, you can reach me at PsychHacks
Why are you taking a shit? Fuck, how long was this fucking thing?
I'm consistent.
Fuck, I might have to look at the messenger. Mr. Pavlovic. It's gonna be real! Well, here we go. Mr. Pavlovic's financial freedom story.
In the bustling city of Sydney, amidst the skyscrapers and bustling streets, stood a man of determination and resilience, Mr. Pavlovic, at 190 centimeters tall, with a towering presence and an unwavering spirit. Mr. Pavlovic was not just a security guard. He was a visionary on a mission to achieve financial freedom before the age of 30. Every day, Mr. Pavlovic patrolled the streets and buildings of Sydney with unwavering diligence and commitment. Pride in his work, knowing that every act of duty brought him closer to his goal of financial independence. But Mr. Pavlovic's ambitions extended far beyond his job as a security guard. In his spare time, he immersed himself in the world of real estate, studying market trends, analysing investment opportunities, and strategizing his next move. He knew that investing in property was his ticket to financial stability.
Pavlovic. Pavlovic. Mr. Pavlovic. What do you do?
Send that to your family.
Show them that.
Yeah, I made them.
$20.
Did you miss anything? No. You wanna get out too?
Patrolling the streets. I'm patrolling. Patrolling.
All right. What's the best coffee? Coffee, low sugar.
Patrolling.
Look at that!
Anything good for patrolling the streets?
Look at that!
You want a cookie?
I don't. This.
That looks weird.
That looks weird. Should I buy two?
I think that one's good for you because you're bulking.
Bulking?
It's got caffeine and calories.
Look at that!
I'm patrolling.
Look at that! Look at that! Oh, my mind's somewhere else.
You gotta be in the moment.
Be the moment.
Be in the moment. Be in the moment.
You playing, brother?
Huh?
Yeah, we're patrolling. Patrolling the streets of Sydney.
My
Huh?
money.
Okay, I was carrying it for you, you fucking idiot. You psycho.
You psycho.
Oh, careful.
Would you like one?
Actually, yeah, since you're offering.
This is triple, that's one. What do you think? That's one bean, this is 3 beans. What do you want? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be a long drive.
Cheers! We're patrolling the streets of Sydney. Mr.